Good morning, my friends. How are you? It is Friday, which means it is item of the week, and I have some cute owls that we're going to do. A surprise, surprise. Um, Owls can teach us a lot of things, and we are digging into all of that this month. I want to remind you, I've got two things here to show you. I want to remind you to come and join our Dream Makers group. This is the kit that we are going to work through this month. We are going to learn a lot of things about owls and ourselves through the process. So comment DDM and I will send you the link. Also, if you use the coupon code DDM, you're going to get $15 off your first month. That's amazing. That's a deal. So make sure you go grab it. This is the cutie that we're going to be working on. And so also today is Friday, which means it's item of the weekend. Every Friday, we have items that are 50% off. You're going to get these three owls that are little sitters. These are going to turn out so cute. But you can get them for $7. Let me make sure we have comments pulled up here. We are live. Good morning, Angel. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. Um, if you like these, you can comment. You knew it, Deb. You knew it. And do you know, since you're the only one that guessed it, I'm going to send you a set of these for free. Okay. Um, they're going to be on their way to you, my friend. Um, Making sure my connection looks fine. It looked really weird there for a hot second. So we are going to do these. You have three owls, three arms. We're going to figure out which goes where. Three sets of eyes, 3 feet. They're going to sit. These are the cutest things ever. So let's put them together. Hello, Maureen. How are you? It is so good to see you. Let's turn that off. Y'all, it is going to be toasty today. Our air is not working. It has not been working for a couple days. It's going to be 96 degrees today. It's toasty. Usually down here, I'm cold in the winter or in the summer because of the air, and I'm a little muggy down here this morning. So they're coming tomorrow to replace our air conditioner and our heater, just give us the whole new system. Um, because it's like 22 years old and we just need to bite the bullet and do that. So pray that we are stay cool enough today. We are actually going to leave the house for a little bit and go take Parker Christmas or school shopping because he has um school that starts next Wednesday and he's a giant and so he needs some new clothes. So that's what we're going to do this afternoon and come home to a hot house. I think it got up to 83 in here yesterday. It's 81 right now, which means it's probably going to be even hotter soon. So, not really sure what I'm thinking about that. All right, I'm going to use some different colors. Probably not folly colors, but we're going to go with it. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's bring this in. I'm just going to pull some colors out that I want. I don't know if these are the colors I'm going to use, but let's pull them out and then we can chat about which ones we want to use. Ooh, we definitely need to use that one. We're going to use this brown. I think that's probably it. I think that's probably it. Sorry, we're banning people over on Facebook or on YouTube. I know we should do a hotel tonight. We have had all of our fans on, and as long as the air is moving, it's not terrible. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm someone who has to sleep covered up, and like I can't sleep without something on me. And last night it was just the sheet. Um, Again, it wasn't too bad. Tonight's the last night. Tonight's the last night. Um, we'll see. Tomorrow night should be cooler, even though it may not be as cool as we want it, because it's gonna take a while to get the house cooled down, but yeah, I probably should go. We probably should go to a hotel, right? But I'm spending money on a new air conditioner and a new heater, and I don't wanna spend money on a hotel. You know how that is, right? Yeah. Good times, good times. Alright, I think that's probably did we pull this one out? We didn't. We are probably not gonna use all these colors, but let's just see. Well, let's just see. Let's pull the black out. We might use the black. Looks like this one's open. That one's not. We might use the black. We might not. I'm not sure. Hello, hello. Good morning, Leanne. Good morning, Connie. Leanne, I sent you another message. We are going to put together some owls. This is our item of the weekend. So every Friday we have an item of the weekend that is 50% off. And this is what it is this weekend. Let me zoom out just a tad so that you can see what we're working on a little bit more. Let's zoom out a little bit more. There we go. These are Nicole's paints. Yes. So here's what you need to remember. Item of the weekend is a 50% off discount that only runs from Friday through Sunday. Okay. Just remember that. The algorithm may not show it to you until like next week, but they do only run from Friday until Sunday. Also, in order to get the discount every weekend, you have to use the coupon code IOTW. Hello, Emma. How are you? Use the coupon code IOTW. It stands for item of the week. And that's going to give you your 50% off. These are normally $14 and you're getting them for $7. Can I get an amen for that? Because hello, Kason, how are you? Um, and check out what else we did. Look at this. This tutorial is going to be up inside the VIP group soon. This is the Dream Makers. Look at that. Look how gorgeous that turned out. I am absolutely loving it. Absolutely loving it. All right, where are we going to start? So we know that we need some brown. We know that we need some brown. Um, we'll do. We're probably just going to do a mixture of all these colors. Let's see. We'll take this one out since we're using these two. We'll take. Which two blues do we want? Let's just pick two blues. Let's just use these two. Let's use these two. And the yellows, okay, we got two yellows, we got two oranges, two greens, two blues. I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's what we're going to do. We might throw this in there. This is the fig. We might throw this in there because I kind of like that color too. So let's go ahead and get our colors out first. Let's lay all of our colors out. What turned out perfect? Oh, the oh so thankful. I love it. I love it. I just need to get the video loaded into the VIP group for you guys because it's so cute. And I'm just using a little bit of paint because we're actually going to probably, for the most part, we're going to be putting these paints on like a stain with our baby wipe. Gives it a little bit more of a soft look with whatever we're going for, and versus vibrant colors, it just makes it a little bit softer. So we're going to see what that looks like on these little owls. Good morning, Mary. It is so good to see you. It has been a while since you've caught us live. Life happens and gets in the way, doesn't it? All right. So pick colors that you want. You can paint them all the same. You can stain them. You can Mod Podge stuff on them. We might do a little bit of plaid. That might be fun. Two more. Two more. Woo! That's a lot. We probably didn't need that much, but that's okay. All right. And we need black. Let's put black out over here too. All right. Oh, and we need white. We do need white. Oh, this one is stuck on there. You use triple thick right on the glass. What do you mean the glass? Oh, on the crushed glass? Yes, it was the triple thick. Here's the thing, though, that I noticed is that it will yellow. We did some snowflake ornaments and it's not resin, it's triple thick. It takes overnight to dry. You can get it on Amazon. You don't have to have a UV light. A lot of people are allergic to resin, the fumes. And so it's just a different option if you kind of want that resin look, but maybe you don't like to mess with resin or whatever. I mean, who knows? But it is triple thick. Let me go put it here. I did not put it on the white right here. Okay. I didn't put it on the white background, but I did put it on everything else. I love it. You can see it's shiny, just like resin. So you could hang this, but I'm probably going to attach, it'll either be a leaner. Look, I had some leakage there. Um, I'm going to probably put an easel on the back of it so it'll stand up. I don't know. This might be cute hanging on an inside door, but this is in the shop too. You can paint those. You don't have to use the glass, the crushed glass, but I thought it was really fun. All right. So this one, let's go ahead and do our bodies first. How about that? Ta-da! Let's do our feet as well. We're going to do our feet yellow, I think. All right. So we have this one that has pointy ears. This one kind of has angled ears, and this one kind of has swoopy ears. Okay. Um, let's do this one. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna be using lots of baby wipes. Good thing three of them got pulled out at once. You'll use epoxy resin. Sherry said, thank you for the gift. So sweet. All right, so we're gonna do the brown here, but then we're gonna wipe it off so it looks like stain. And that's what we're gonna do with honestly all of these. All right, so there we have that. Let's wipe it down just like that. You see how it's coming off and it makes a beautiful stain color. Beautiful. How about on this one? Let's just get another brush. Let's do the top of this one orange. We're gonna have some fun with these, you guys. So we're gonna do orange right here. Uh-oh, there's something on my wood piece there. That's okay. My arm will go over it. All right, that one's got a good coat on it. Now let's go wipe it off. Okay, see how it gives it a beautiful stained look? See that? All right, so we have brown, we have orange. Let's do this one. Our feet are going to be yellow. Let's do this one of the yellows. Let's go ahead and do the sunflower yellow. I actually think that's what it's called. Yeah, sunflower yellow. Let's go ahead and do that one. Now, this, you guys know how yellow, or maybe you don't. Maybe this is a first time here and you don't really know about painting. So, yellow is difficult to paint with, and so it's going to be a little bit translucent, but we don't need to add white to this. Typically, we would add white to it just so we have a base coat, but we're not going to today because we're doing the stained look. Let's see. Let's get a clean one. Probably shouldn't have wiped down in there like that. And this one, I got lots down in there. That probably is going to be an issue. We'll get as best we can. Oh, well, we'll just go over that. It'll have a little bit of yellow in it. All right, so we got the yellow. Let's go ahead and do the feet because I know the feet are going to be like this. So let's go ahead and do the feet. How's everybody's weekend plans? Anybody doing anything fun this weekend? All right, so this one I'm putting straight on the baby wipe and just wiping it on. I could have done that with those, but I was trying to stay out of that line. Who has these pieces? Does anybody here have these pieces? Because these have been in the shop for a while. Um, but for $7, grab yourself another set and paint them as a gift. I mean, what a cute gift this would be for someone for fall. But we use owls in fall decorating, but here's the thing, you don't just have to leave them out for fall. You can decorate these um for spring, you can decorate them for summer, you can decorate them for winter. There's so many ways that you could bring this to life. So just think outside of the box a little bit. All right. So we have this yellow one is still wet. So let's go back to this brown one. Let's put some of this color in the bottom. How about that? How about that? Happy birthday to your son-in-law, Connie. Do you have anything fun planned? Anything fun planned? That's so exciting. Birthdays are always exciting. You just get to celebrate people, and I love it. Birthdays are my favorite. All right. Now that we got that, we're going to go ahead and wipe off of this. This one we need to go down because I don't want any of that blue to be up on the brown part this time. Could have taken a little bit too much off. Let's put a little bit more on there. There you go. Your mom's birthday is Sunday. Oh, what a blessing, Foxy. Is she doing better? Maureen's going to the Cardinals and Cubs game on Sunday. That'll be fun. We love the Cardinals Stadium. Yeah, Parker. We've taken Parker and James. Well, have we taken James there? Yes, I think we have taken James there. I love baseball. I do love baseball. Ooh, Connie's having a pig roast for her son-in-law's birthday. She said, Foxy asked you who you're rooting for. Well, I'm assuming she probably is rooting for the Cardinals since she lives in St. Louis. But maybe not. Just because you live in town doesn't mean that that is um, this one. Let's do this one next. Let's do this one blue. Let's do this other light blue. I'm so glad that you guys have that ability to have her living with you, though. That makes such a difference. You know, I know we took care of Brian's mom for a while. Well, she never lived here because she needed more assistance. Um, but that's what happens. They take care of us when we're babies, and it does come around to then us going back to taking care of them. And even though I know how exhausting of a time it can be, but just remember when our parents were raising us, it was exhausting for them when, oop, I probably put too much off of that right there. When we were babies. Okay. I don't want to take too much off, but it looks like I am with this one. Let's move this around some. There we go. That looks pretty good. Or maybe I do need to just do it. There we go. That's going to be so cute. Your mom is 92 and your stepdad is 97. Oh, yes. Maureen said the Cardinals. Yes, see, Marissa says it's a blessing for her to have you taking care of her. It is. It really is. It really is. It is exhausting sometimes. These are gonna be cute. Oh my goodness, these are gonna be so cute. Let's put some orange on this one. How about that? Let's do that orange might be too like bright, is what I'm thinking. Should we go back and do this orange on the bottom of here, this pumpkin color, or should we use jack-o'-lantern? Let's just see what the jack-o'-lantern looks like. I think that's fine. You just may not be able to see it very well, but you can see the yellow pretty well, so maybe it'll. So this is how I create a stained look on my pieces. I would paint them on with baby wipes. Um, but this time I'm painting it on with a brush and then using the baby wipes to wipe it off because I want that line there. But most of the other pieces we're just going to be painting with the baby wipes. All right, what are you guys thinking so far? To add the cute cancer set, and then okay, will you text me that, Leanne, and I will get that sent for you. A little bit of orange there, but I think we might be okay. All right, what are you guys thinking so far? Here, look at them up close and see what you think. With the stained look, I probably could have wiped a little bit more off of that one. Let's see. We'll see how that goes. Okay. Whoops. He's upside down, and that looks like a gray. It's that wisteria blue. And then this one, which I think this color worked really, really well. Cute, Teresa. All right. So now let's figure out. We have our wings. Let's figure out which wings go where. Let's go ahead and do all of their beaks right now as well. And then we'll have our eyes. You guys, this is going to come together really quick, honestly. Um, let's use, let's just use our, this, and let's paint these yellow. There we go. So you got three little beaks. You're going to get all three of these for $7, okay? $7, y'all, that's a steal. These are normally 14. Okay. Those are cute. Those are so cute. You are going to get your hands a little messy when you do this too, because is there a difference between using those and the big wipes? On the canisters, you use the sponges for the little pieces. Um, it is changing the look of your paint on the wood. So if you use the sponge and paint these, you're going to have a more solid coat. These are giving a kind of resembling staining. Okay. So when you use your baby wipe and put your paint on or wipe it off, whatever, however you want to do it, I had to wipe depending on how intricate your design is. It's going to make it look stained, and you can probably tell really well on this one. Can you see it just looks stained and you don't have a super solid coat of paint? We're probably going to sand these down as well. We're going to see what that looks like. Your bottle of finish for the foil. It just got in, so it's just gonna get mailed to you. Yeah, that's why it was shipped separately. That took a little bit longer to get, but I ordered a bunch, so it will ship, and then it is in the shop for anybody else that wants that finish for the foils. If you're in the Dream Makers group, okay. All right, so one of these, so this one here has a little notch here, and so we know that there's going to be wings that fit there. These doesn't matter which wing we put on them, okay? But for these little ones, we're going to use these. No, I don't think that's right. That goes down. There we go. All right, so you have a little notch here. Do you see that little Ooh, there's the camera. There's a little notch. Do you see right here? It goes up just a little bit. That is what you're going to rest on. Line it up right here with that edge. Okay. So we know those go on that one. We know these. Well, we're just going to put these on this one. Okay. So that's what that one's going to be. And then this one, we will put these on the same. All right. So now we can go pick our colors. I think I want to do a plaid look on one of these. We might do a plaid look on this and polka dot. And then what is another like style? Help me think right now. Let's brainstorm. We're gonna do a plaid look on one of them. We're gonna do polka dots on one. And maybe we should do, I don't know that I really want to do stripes. But what is something that we can do on that one? Let me know. Um, let's do one of these plaid. No, we're gonna bring it in on this. So let's do this one polka dot. Let's do this one polka dot. I'm gonna go ahead and take my white. Speaking of the white, though, I want these white. So let's just go ahead and do all of our white together. I want those white. I want these outside edges white, just like that. So you're gonna have to pop these out. I have started cutting my pieces that are small like this that have tabs on them. And what it does is it keeps it from falling apart. Okay. This is going to minimize any pieces that get lost, maybe as I'm packing it up, because that happens. And so it takes a little bit of time, but I'm going to start doing this on all of our things so that it comes off the laser in one piece. And I'm not, we're not taking a chance on getting any of these pieces lost. And also, when you're unwrapping them, it's going to keep so many of the little pieces from going flying. Okay. So, and then you just push them out and just break that little tab. Okay. So easy. Ooh, ombre would be good. Feathers, ombre. Ooh, I love the ombre. We're going to do ombre. I did think about stripes, but all right. So these we're not going to paint. Let me think. These went with these. We need this white. We need these white. All right. So let's go ahead and we're going to put it all on with our stain with our baby wipe. Just make sure you have enough stain on your little, let's get a little bit more. We might make these around the eyes a little bit brighter. We may not wipe off as much. That way it stands out a little bit. Oh, I put the wrong ones up there. There you go. All right. Let's achieve the look we want with them now. Let's move that out of the way. And let's go ahead and paint these as well. What's ombre? So ombre is where we're going to put a color at the top and a color at the bottom of two different colors. You could do ombres with three different colors. You could do ombres with lots of different colors, but you need to have at least two. And then you're just going to blend them in to seamlessly blend together at the middle. We'll show you. But it just kind of like um, all right, those are done. This side doesn't look as white. This one doesn't either for some reason. There we go. All right, so these I think look good, and I think these look good now. So my only concern about doing polka dots now is that I want them to have the stained look as well, but we're not going to be able to make polka dots and wipe any of it down. And so I think what we're going to do is we're going to figure out what color polka dots we want on this. And then we're going to like do watercolor, kind of like watercolor. We're going to water down our paint a little bit. All right. So we know this goes together. Okay. And these are the eyes that are going to go on him. It's these right there. And so I want the inside of these. There you go. If it doesn't pop out, it will. I just couldn't get my finger in there. I want these to be this color as well. So where was that one? So let's go ahead and stain these. There we go. Perfection. There we go. Let's put a little bit more on this one. There we go. So then those are going to go in there and they're going to match it pretty well. And then obviously we have our feet. All right. These are going to be black. So let's do, we need an accent color. We're going to do that accent color in our polka dots. So how about the yellow or the orange? Let's do the orange. Let's do the orange. All right, let's put these here. And those go with that. All right, so here's what I think I'm going to do. Because I don't want that solid color, I'm going to, oops, I'm going to find a small brush here. Let me see. I get a pretty small brush, I think. That one's probably not the best. Let's do this one right here. All right, let's get a little bit of water. If you guys like these, you can comment sold space 670. Okay, so we're just going to draw some circles now. Remember, like I said, this is like watercolor look because you want it to be stained. And you guys, I'm doing these by hand, so they are not going to be perfect. And that's okay. We do need to probably curve this right here a little bit more. All right, let's get a little bit more water in here. So you can still see through them. Okay, they're stained. Numbers for the owls is sold 670. Okay. Um, all right. It's kind of hard to get these all because you guys, I am not a perfect artist painter. That is not me. I'm like, whatever, it looks good. So when you're trying to get your circles all lined up, let's put a pretend one here. Let's put a pretend one here, like it's off hanging off. Pretend one here. We should have put that one up more, but oh well. And we're gonna just do a pretend one here, even though that's not the spot I would probably put it. It needs something down there. All right, oops. So here's how that's gonna go. Oh, it's so cute. You guys, doesn't that just make you excited? Oh, that's so precious. That's adorable. That's adorbs. Okay, we do need something up here. We're just gonna do a small, there we go. It just needed some color up there, and so you're just gonna show a little bit of a polka dot, just very little. These are adorable. So let's start this one here. And again, we have to try to make these kind of the same. Let's do this one right here. So the spacing is another thing. So typically to do these, I would use the end of a foam brush because they make perfect circles. However, that circle's bigger, but we're just going to go with it. Maybe we could just make these a little bit bigger. Um, that's a great way to do circles, but remember, we're going for a stained look here. And so that wouldn't really work. But if you're not doing the stain look, you could totally just use the end of your paintbrush. All right, I think that looks good. Oh, that's absolutely precious. That's absolutely precious. Let's do the black here. We're gonna go ahead and leave this brush out because I think we're gonna use that. Let's do the black. And I'm gonna get a new wipe because it's black, but I'm gonna cut it because we don't need to waste, we don't have very much black. So we'll just use a little bit and we'll save this for another color. Drip water on that. I probably should have cut it a little bit thicker, but that's fine. All right, so these are gonna be black. Here's my black. But remember, we want that stained look again. So you want it just a little bit and then a majority of it wiped off. I honestly should have put these on a piece of tape so they didn't roll away on me. Okay, I think that's good right there. Sorry, I'm leaning over it, you guys. You probably don't want to see the top of my head. The foam brushes, Robin. These, they have a great end to make circles. These make great circles. All right, we're also going to have some other black, but let's do that last. All right, so this one's done. Let's do ombre on this one, and let's do plaid on this one. Okay, so we're going to do the white again. Okay, there's the white again. And then we're going to do plaid, but we're going to do it the same way that we did our polka dots, meaning with watered down paint. Okay. Because again, we want to stay with that stained look. And so, is there going to be others on sale today too? No, just this one. You can grab this one for $7. All right. So let's do, I need a few of these out here. Grab a few of them. Maybe. I need to order some new paintbrushes. They just kind of walk away, I feel like. I found them. They were just on the other side of the mess here. All right. So we have one, two, three, four, five. We have five. So we can, let's do five colors. If we want to do six colors, here's another one that we can use. Oh, and there's another one. See? All right. So we're going to stay away. Well, we might do the yellow. Let's just start with one. Let's start with some green here. Do that. And we're just going to do lines. Let's do this one a little bit thicker. Let's get a little bit more water in here. And there, I think that's what we're going to do on that one. And then let's do some this way as well. Let's do a thick one next to that one. So when you're doing the plaid, you're just doing different thicknesses of paint or of lines. Okay. Can you see that? Let me zoom in on this part for you guys because that's going to probably help a lot. Yeah, that's going to help a lot for you guys. All right. Now let's do the same on this one. I am going to try and do these similar. I mean, I guess, you know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. If it turns out similar, it turns out similar. If it doesn't, ooh, wrong green. put another stripe next to it. Just do another stripe right next to it, and it's going to make it thicker, just like that. And this one is not a very straight line. There we go. All right, now let's do, that's all we're going to do there. Let's do a thick one and a thin one and two thin ones. Okay, cool beans. Yay! So fun. All right, now let's do some blue. Let's do this light blue. Get it made up for us here. You love the different thickness in the lines? Yeah. So a if you look at something that's plaid, you'll notice that. And so plaid is not hard to paint. You're just creating lines. And that's the kind of the pattern. Really the only pattern that I would say is important is just thick lines and thin lines. All right, we're going to call that good. There's a lot of water on that middle one. All right, let's do a thin one here. Thin one there. And then let's do a thick right here. We need a little bit more blue in here because this looks really watery and that one, it just needs to be a brighter blue. All right, so there's that one. Now let's do this orange. The one that we kind of like a yellow orange. I think it's called, oh, that's the one that's called jack-o'-lantern. Will you add these to my order from yesterday? So yes, go ahead and place an order and use the coupon code local. It should let you do both. Use the coupon code loader, use your affiliate link. Use coupon code local and it won't charge you shipping and I'll combine them on my end. Absolutely. All right. So sometimes let's see. These are adorable. Let's do a thick one right here. These are so cute. Okay, there we go. We're only going to do one more color now. Let's do let's do a thick one right here. I didn't get enough on my brush. And then, oops, I kind of got off straightness. Oh well, you're not going to be able to tell. Let's do two right here. And we haven't done that in a while. Let's do two right here on this one too. There we go. That orange up there is so big. We're gonna have to put some other color up there. It there was too much water on it, so it's a really thick line. I mean, we'll probably just go with it. We'll see. So this one had a thick green line under it, and so I just did this on top of the green line with one thickness. That one had two thickness, and so it's going to be lining the center of that. So you can lay lines on top of other lines. Okay. The sold 670. Sold space 670. I'm not sure what 718 is. I don't know um which product that is, but this sold 670 is the one that has the sale today. All weekend. All right. I feel like we need a red or something, but how about this? Let's go ahead and just do this darker color. Actually, I'm thinking we might do a little bit of brown because we used brown. see. And then if we want to go back in and add some of that blue, we can. But I think this might kind of, oh yeah, I like this one. And then let's just do 2 lines right here. Now, oh, there's a lot of paint on that right there. That's gonna mess up there. I don't like it. There's a lot of paint on that right there. Let's dab it again and we'll come back to it. There's a glob of paint in it. Okay, perfect. Look how cute this is, you guys. Oh my goodness. What do you guys think? Aren't those adorable? I'm loving them. So should we do any of the dark blue? What do you think? Good morning, Desiree. How are you? Um, let's go ahead and do the darker teal in here. I think that'll look good. And then this one we'll do ombre. What color ombre are we gonna do? Let's think about that next. What color ombre are we gonna do? There we go. Looks like there's a lot going on over here, but not much over here. So let's do. Maybe we fixed that there that was kind of a mess. There we go. Those are absolutely adorable. Look how cute those are. Those are so precious. Those are absolutely precious. All right, so this one, their eyes are going to be these. So let's do, let's highlight that aqua color, and we're going to do that on these. I think that looks really good. Bring it some more dark colors in. Okay, so that's going to go there. Oh, I think that was a great option. It kind of darkened it up a little bit. Yes, it sold 670 for the owls. All right, so then let's see. These are going to be we need another color. Okay. We need a color for in here. Let's do I should have done that aqua there. We can do that though. What color should these be? We'll just do them this color. I think that'll be good to match his belly. I think that's a great idea. There we go. Do you like them? These are, I didn't know how I was going to paint these. I painted another set that was very whimsical and it was all painted. It wasn't stained. And I did that a couple years ago and I was trying to find the picture and I couldn't because, all the things. These we're going to do black as well. And I'm going to just paint it on and then wipe it off. There you go. And we'll just wipe it off. There we go. Super cute. All right. These go with that one. These go with this one. We have those done. We have those done. All right. And now we have this one. Oh, we have this one too. Did I do that wrong? No. Let me think. Oh, these just go in here. So now we need a color for these. These are going to be black. Why is that not? Does these go in here? Did we miss a piece? How do we miss a piece? We didn't miss a piece. Am I missing a piece? Do I have eyeballs I'm missing? I think I do. That can't be a thing though. Well, these might be. There is one thing I want to do to these. We'll see. We'll find them. If not, you're going to see two of them without eyes, and I'll have to make the other eyeball. I mean, they were literally all here. All right, so I'm going to just put little orange dots right all along there with like watercolor. It's just going to brighten it up some. And that's going to take a bit to dry. You could do this with a tool as well if you want the dots to be a little bit more perfect. Okay, those are adorable. Yeah, I'm not sure that I have my eyes right. I'm not sure that we have our eyes right. Oh well. Let's do this and then we'll go back to the eyes. This one we're going to do ombre, right? How does the half price discount come off? I'm on the site, but they're 14. So use the coupon code IOTW. It should let you use both coupon codes. Okay. It should let you use the local and the IOTW. If it does not, just send me a message and let me know, and I can create a cart and send you a link to just pay that has them both attached. But it should let you use them. All right, this one is this color. We want ombre. Let's do the dark green or the dark teal. I think we might need some more, honestly. I don't know that I have enough out here. Well, I might. We're going to do the dark at the top. And then we're going to do some light. Hold on. Let's get some of this light. Actually, we should have done more dark. Went down a little bit more. And then let's do this. Let's blend them together in the middle. And then we're going to wipe them off. I don't know how well it's going to look like an ombre, but we're going to see. Okay, I think it's going to look good now. See what the ombre means? I do want those to dry a little bit. I can see the wood through them, but I do want them to dry a little bit because if I wipe them right now, it's going to take too much off. And I want these to be a little bit more bold. All right, now let's take this one and wipe off a little bit. I love it. Do they look ombre to you? See how they're a little bit lighter on the bottom? All right, so those go there. These go there. Let's put all our eyeballs together so that we can figure out what eyeballs we're missing. And then this goes with these. Let's glue these on. We can glue them on. I want it in that way a little bit because you want room for his eyes, but you don't want it to go lower than this because then they're gonna, oops, then they're going to butt up into your feet. You don't want that. See? Let's make sure. You don't want them to bump your feet. Well, go in there. Okay, it doesn't want to go in there right now. All right, I think that's good. These are adorable. All right, let's do these. Oh, there's my glue. I feel like I'm going crazy, you guys. If you order either door hanger subscription or the Dream Makers while ordering, that will. Yes. You can't order the Dream Maker. You can't join the Dream Makers group and buy product at the same time. They're on two different platforms. All right, that's gonna go there. This to me, I'm looking at this one, and these look like really fun colors for like a fox. I don't know why that's kind of what I'm thinking. These look like fun colors for a fox, don't they? Let's put these there like that. Let's go ahead and put these down because I know I have these. And we're going to touch them. Okay. Just like that. And these are the black ones that go in there. We haven't painted those. So let's do this. Remember, if you join the Dream Makers group, you get your owl kit that's shipped next month or next week. And you guys, it's so cute. It's so cute. This month is all about owls. And I couldn't love it more. I think through this month, and you guys, we're only at what day? The 8th. Um, I've learned a lot about myself, you know. I mean, I take symbolism in absolutely everything that I do. And I've just learned so much about myself as I've been working on these owl things for you. Oh, how is that? We did glue it down, didn't we? Well, that just didn't want to stay there. So we're just going to call that good. All right. So your big nose is going to go with your glasses here. And we do have all of our pieces, you guys. Let's do this one next. The big nose goes on this one. The littlest nose goes on this one. But I guess it really doesn't matter where your nose goes. They all are going to fit. But you have three different noses, three different size noses. This glue is not sticking. It's because it's humid in here. Remember I told you my air was off? My air's broke. So it's humid in here now. That's probably why my glue is being funny. Ooh, that was a lot of glue that I put down there. The door hanger is the moose one. The door hanger is the moose one. Actually, this goes that way. My goodness. I just got glue all over my fingers because there was so much in there. Jeez. This one does not want to stick. Now, I'm actually also going to use some paint pens on these. All right. You see how these are turning out? They're so stinking cute. She was an owl collector. Oh, what a great idea to make these for her 3 girls. That's such a great idea. We're gonna put more glue on this one because I don't know why that's not sticking. Okay, now we're just gonna let it sit. Do your thing. All right. We have all the eyeballs. Oh, look how cute this one is. I think this one's my favorite. I think that one's my favorite. Absolutely precious. So go ahead and get these lined up, but you want their eyes to touch. It's probably going to be the best. Oh, I probably needed to. Let's use the tip to move that out to the edge a little bit more so it catches this. I put it right in the center and it wasn't going to catch. So you can also kind of see where that tab was a little bit. And so then they're easy to line up and go in. These are so precious. I actually don't know that I want to do anything to them. Oh no. Our glue messed up our eyeball. Silly. See if we can get that off. But I don't know. It might, well, I mean, it's pulling paint off. It might be messed up though. We might have to doctor that one a little bit, just a little bit. All right. So since these are a little tight, I'm going to sand down this edge right here a little bit. I'm going to sand down that edge and I'm going to sand down this edge. Just a little bit. Oh, there's that darn wing that doesn't want to move or that doesn't want to stick. What do you guys think? You could put their names on them. That's a great idea. I do like polka dots. I do. I do. I do. I mean, I don't really use it in my decor, but I do like polka dots. If there's a piece that I want to do something fun on, it's probably going to have polka dots. All right. It doesn't really matter which feet you put them in, but there you go. There's this one. Isn't that adorable? Oh my goodness. Let's put this one on this one. That one's tighter. So that, oh, nope, it's not tighter. You know what I did? I put his wings down too low. Look at that. It's bumping into his wings. I'm like, don't do that. And I did it. See, this is why you guys learn from what I don't do. Do as I say, not as I do. Well, bummer. I could sand off the part of those wings. Um, that's sanding off a lot of those wings. Let's see. It's just gonna be. It's just gonna be. You're never gonna know. Nobody's probably gonna know and point it out, but we're just gonna call it good. They're so cute though. Look, look. They're so stinking cute. Don't do his wings like I did. I am gonna sand it down a little. And his eyes messed up, but y'all, we messed up a lot of stuff on this one, didn't we? They're so cute though. There we go. I need to sand that one down more. Well, geez, Lom Pete's. We were doing fine till we started putting these together. I'm gonna double check the thickness of this before I send your guys's out. So yeah, you could glue the feet onto them. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. I'm gonna recut feet for them. So you have that one and that one and that one. Aren't these so darn cute? Look how precious those are. Oh my goodness. I think I'm in love. Those are so fun. This one is my favorite. Nope, not that one. Which one? My camera's backwards. This one. I just love this one. Look how cute he is. Go grab these, okay? They are $7, okay? For all three. I'm gonna go cut new feet. Um, Make sure you can comment sold space 670 and it's going to send the link to you. And also, if you're going to check out with these, make sure you put the coupon code IOTW. It stands for item of the weekend. They're going to show $14, but that coupon code is going to give you 50% off. And so you're going to get all of them for $7. Assembly required just popped in my head and I laughed out loud. That's so funny. That's so funny. I'm going to go recut these feet. So make sure all of yours are just a little bit thicker. All right, ladies, thanks me today, this Friday, or I'm sure there's going to be replay watchers. Maybe it's a Monday. Thank you for hanging out with us. We have a lot of fun here. We focus on crafting beautiful things for our home and beautiful things for gifts, but also crafting our stories, crafting our life story and our hearts. And if that is something that you think is like, oh my gosh, I really need that, then I welcome you to join us. Join us inside the Dream Makers. Your box will ship next week. It's going to ship next Thursday, and this is the kit for the month. And so we're doing all kinds of owls. We're learning the symbolism of them, what we can learn from them, how you can apply them to the Bible and things like that. So I would really love for you to join us. If you use code DDM, you will get 15% off of your first month. So make sure you use the code. All right, Leanne, I will definitely check my messages. Thank you so much. That's all I have for you guys. You like my shirt? This is from Love and Faith. Look, I just got it. They had a $10 shirt sale. You are enough. And then look at the back. It says you are enough. Isn't that so fun? I just loved the bright colors of it when I got it. I thought it was so fun. All right, we're gonna go take Parker back to school shopping and get out of the house today because our air is broke. And so we're gonna go do some shopping, have some lunch, bear it tonight until they come replace our furnace and heater tomorrow. So have an amazing Friday. Have an amazing weekend. You have until Sunday to use this coupon code. And Dream Makers, I'm sure I'll pop into the VIP group this weekend. So I love you guys. Bye.